I shall make you scream until your throat shreds.
No taxis, no buses. Unbelievable.
Right now. Let's keep away from Glacier. My husband's there.
Fuck, are you a therapist? Because when I see you, my troubles are gone.
What's up? What do you want? You need something?
But I'm all out of spoons today.
We could be so debauched, so decadent.
I am so embarrassed. Sorry. Maybe another time. Buzz off.
I shouldn't have walked.
Damn. You're really pretty. I mean, sorry. I get a bit flustered around pretty people. Yeah? Did I feed the cat? I don't need a hooker. Beat it.
I will hurt you. You will love it.
I've had enough of you.
Hands up!
Ugh! Oh, this place is...
Help! They're after me!
Hey, look.
We should give Nyx time. If Lou isn't satisfied, we'll be sure to hear of it. We still need to sit down with Sophia. You'll find her at Wake the Dead.
Watch where you're stepping. That isn't paint.
You wanted me to collect crosses for your artwork.
Oh shit, yeah. Find me a set. I could really use them.
I have not forgotten, but it will take me time.
I don't think I can call this finished without them. You know? The cherry on the top. The thorns on the rose.
Would you aid me once more?
Sure, not like I got anything better to do.
Stay out of trouble.
What can I do for you? Buy? Sell? Destroy a degenerate?
Is there someone who needs my attention?
I need to consult my list of names. Perhaps later.
Will you assist me again, Nico?
Of course.
Perhaps we will speak again soon.
You're becoming quite the regular here, aren't you?
You have something for me to do?
Not tonight, but I will certainly need your help later on.
I would like some more of your help.
Certainly.
Be well, Mrs. Thorne.
Nomad! Sheriff, you're here! I'm so... After all the stories, I mean... It's a privilege. Truly.
Let's get to the point. The prince told me that you would help me. The Mark. She says you excel at research.
Oh, the Mark. Yes, of course. But, there is one thing I hate to impose, and on you of all kindred. But
so, here it is. The real reason you asked me here. You need something.
I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important. And I promise I'll help you. During the attack, some of the Anarchs, they took hostages. People dear to me. Mortals I'd given my blood.
You want me to find your ghouls? Your retainers?
You stood your ground with the Anarchs before. You brought Benny back. I know this is another group, that the Anarchs are in splinters, but I know you could do this. My assistants, they worked in Weaver Tower. If I have them back, it will be easier for me to help you. To research, I mean. It's just that they'll deal with my usual work, and I'll be able to focus.
You said your retainers are dear to you.
They assist with my research, yes. And they have shared my blood.
But it is more than that.
When I give my blood to a mortal, to anyone, I look for those in whom I see some part of myself. My old self. And I try to help them. For that, I think they love me. So you see, I feel responsible for protecting them.
The Anarchs who stormed the tower, the ones who took your retainers, Katsumi's people?
I don't think so. The Anarchs, there are so many factions. But Katsumi, she has reason to keep her head low.
This is not why I came. The prince asked you to aid me.
I know, and I'm sorry. I can't even think straight. When they're found, once I know they're safe, you'll have my full focus. I promise.
There must be something you can tell me up front about this mark.
I can tell you it's arcane, which, as it happens, is my specialty. And I have a few ideas about where to start. With all this worrying, you deserve my full attention.
Thank you for your trust. I will find your retainers. But this conversation is not over.
That's a relief. Oh, you can't know how much.
And I expect your help in return.
I'll begin my research at once. Just knowing you will search for them. Knowing they're safe.
Where should I look?
There's an Anarch gang operating from a loading bay near the parking garage. I think it's the same group.
Then I will begin there.
Huh. Small world.
How so?
This parking garage you mentioned, it's not far from where we first met, so to speak. Sophia was really taken with those ghouls, sounds like. I knew she had people helping her. Campbell called them
I was
pets.
starting to think you wouldn't show.
I can kind of see
Let's go
that.
somewhere private. Your lips are so goddamn kissable. I feel almost like I'm under your spell. Don't leave any hickeys, okay? I wish I knew what it is about you.
Sidearm engaged!
Someone there. Fuck!
Remember, these aren't Katsumi's anarchs. They want to fight. Masquerade be damned.
Here! Help me!
I'm just a research assistant. I am of no use to you.
Whoa.
I am not even at associate level.
Get back here! Fuck you up so bad.
Honestly, the Camarilla will barely notice I was gone. Please, I beg.
You are free to go.
Thank you. Thank you. Please, you must rescue the others. They dragged them away with talk of some anti-Camarilla plot in another city. They took them towards the subway station.
Anti-Camarilla plot, huh? Sounds like a lot of effort to drag them off like that.
Sophia sent me. It is over. You can go home.
She did? I knew she wouldn't forget us. Please accept her gratitude. You have found the others? We were separated.
I shall continue looking.
Thank you. They must be nearby.
Where did you...
Some agreement?
You are Sophia's people, yes? You are safe now.
Oh, thank you ever so much for your assistance.
Now, I do like a touch of courtesy.
But please, my colleagues.
They are safe.
Oh, I cannot thank you enough. I must go. Miss Sophia will be frantic.
So the Anarchs are shaking down Sophia's researchers for intel on the court.
And taking them to New York?
New York has a heavy Tremere presence. The Chantry of the Five Boroughs. I figure they thought they'd make a quick buck. Reckon that's the lot. Sophia will let us know for certain. Best we head back to wake the dead.
Spare a dollar? Really appreciate some help.
Sheriff, you're back.
My part is done. Your retainers are free. Now, tell me about the Mark.
Of course, I will. But it's just that when I spoke with them, I realized Piotr, he was not with them.
Piotr?
My most dear. He had been with me for so long, and he was useful to me. Maria told me. When they took him, he died in the street to Anarch enthusiasm. You couldn't have helped. But still.
The fate of one ghoul is irrelevant. Still I am marked, and still I am owed.
I know. I will help. It's just, I may be slower than I hoped. I have never been good at loss. Will you stay with me? Talk to me? Distract me, perhaps?
You know much about me. It's only fair I should know of you.
Me? Oh, I'm nobody. I'm just an apprentice. It's been so long now. But the pyramid is gone, and Mrs. Thorne, she says she sees no point in advancing me. She also says I lack proper grace and decorum, so I study. And I try to help. And that's enough. Aside from that, I'm just Sophia. The most, that's all I've ever been.
How would you like to hear about the Nomad? Something you won't have learned from dry histories.
Truly? Yes. Yes, of course. There's so much I've wanted to ask. I don't know where to begin. Perhaps, well, the start? Before there was the Nomad, who were you?
I was born to a long line of nobility. A silver platter before me, a silver spoon in my mouth, as was my birthright.
So your embrace, your sire, forgive me, the histories, I never quite learned. Would I know of them?
If I spoke the name, yes. I do believe you would know it.
I see. One more thing. I always wondered. The records say you left Constantinople in 1633, but that was the year of the Chibali fire, which burned a fifth of the city. It's said the kindred, they...
Roasted in their havens, yes. I still recall the smell.
You know, it happened here too once. A great fire. The same smell of... Never mind.
Lu and Prince Ryong. Tell me more of them.
I'm not sure... I mean, I've already... How do I say this? I think Ryong could make a good prince. I mean, she is a good prince. And Lu is basically a hermit. But if I didn't know better, and if I have your confidence, I'd say that Ryong would be prince in name alone. I wish it weren't the case, but here we are.
Can you tell me more of the Nosferatu, Tolly?
Tolly is just... Tolly. Perhaps that makes me naive, but I trust him. He was Campbell's eyes and ears before he was Ryong's, dealing with, well, you know, secrets. I've known him for, what, 30 years now? And before that, well, he mentioned San Francisco once in passing. Then he got quiet, like he never does, and he... I don't think he's mentioned it since.
That great fire in Seattle. What more can you tell me of it?
1889. Started by an overturned glue pot, if you believe the records. But I've always thought it interesting. So much was destroyed that day, yet not a single life was lost. No mortal life, at least. But so many rats. Lucky for us that Lou was there.
Did you have many dealings with Prince Campbell?
Of course. He ruled for decades. Not so much directly. I mean, I didn't know him. He liked to think he was in charge, that things were his way. But this city never really changes. Here, it is always Lou's will. It doesn't matter who holds the title. Tolly found Campbell, laid out in Pioneer Square, decapitated. We thought anarchs at first, but for the anarchs to destroy him, it makes no sense.
It was pleasant to talk, but I must leave. But I will return. Until then, see what you can learn about this mark.
I will.
Poor Sophia. It's always a shame when you lose an old hound, if you take my meaning.
As long as she is not distracted from our agreement.
If anything, she'll be hankering for distraction. Just give her time. You did all you could. Well, I reckon that's your sheriff duty scene too, and I can feel that old fireball lurking on the horizon. So, in your own time, of course.
Here, I don't freeze.
Well, it's an education to watch you work. Crashing through Seattle like a force of nature, with words and fists. I understand. This must be just another town full to the brim with self-importance.
They need to accept my status. No one here is worthy of my respect.
Oh, I get it, I do. I guess this town has itself another strong sheriff. Maybe it needs that right now. We've done our share of legwork tonight, that's certain. You want to work the notes, both high and low?
Helping to feed Lou was not something I expected when I woke up.
Some might call it a come down, but there's a passel of weight in being a waiter. Folks treat you as furniture, and no one cares what shares here.
Lou may not be Prince, but she is the authority in Seattle. If I am to discover more about this mark, or what happened to us both, I need her on my side.
Well, seems she's taken a shine to you, so that's a check for the list.
Sophia is interesting. So attached to her ghoul. It is not usual.
Sophia's always been scatterbrained. Used to hang around with my sire. Maybe my bloodline rubs off on some. I like her, though. Reminds me of more innocent times. And we both love getting our fangs into a good puzzle.
I find that she is a pleasant diversion. She digs up my older memories.
Hey, if it floats the USS Phyre, then I won't pass comment, but some memories are maybe best kept buried.
Indeed. I now know more about how Katsumi and the Anarchs operate in Seattle.
You do. A little that even opened my eyes. I'd not known her arrangement with Benny. Caught between court and rabble and has been for a while. Seems to be steering the course for the best. And owes you a favor, which is not a thing to be sniffed at.
I have met others like her in the past, capable of greatness should they desire it.
Maybe if the court wasn't looking to wipe her and her allies out, she might consider it.
It is good to discuss these things. But it is time to rest.
Sleep well then, Phyre. Let's hope for a day without dreams.
Well, hello there, buddy. I did what you said. I woke up.
They set their feet upon the sod. Their lips split parched, their belly dry. Sweet succulence upon the vine. A sovereign full specified.
That's nice and all, but I have questions. Can you tell me your name?
Do I take you from your time, truth seeker? Do I interrupt your sleep?
I'm more interested in who you are.
They say trouble comes in pairs, detective.
Huh. That's a truth.
They say trouble comes in pairs.
They say trouble comes in pairs, and here I was with the first shoe in front of me, waiting for the other to drop. And let me tell you, this one was tight-laced and had a vicious tongue.
A deep sleeper? A goddamn deep sleeper? It is 8 o'clock at night and I've been standing out here for an hour. Well, I'm sorry to interrupt your me time, Mr. Detective, but someone wants to kill me and no one seems to care.
Now, you'll find I'm a caring sort when I've time to get up to speed. So why don't you settle down and tell me your problem, Miss,
Verona. It's just Verona. And calm right down. I find a goddamn death threat in my purse and this freaky looking sword thing. And you want me calm?
Huh. Now that is interesting. A death threat and a decoration. Might I see them, Miss Verona?
That's why they sent me to you. I showed the officer at the desk. He said you'd help. Look, I went out last night with the girls, went through my purse for my keys this morning, and there they were. The letter, the cross thing, were there last night, and honest, this has got me shook up, Detective. Real shook up.
Oh, then you just let old Fabian take a look-see. See what shakes out. Now this was familiar. Wasn't gonna speak to me. Hello there, my little parchment pal. You got words to spill?
I am a death threat detective. That is my sole purpose, and all that you will get from me.
Nice choice of font and layout. A little fancy?
Why, yes. The seriousness of a matter is often best conveyed by a touch of formality. Just to make it clear, there'll be no messing around. And you see, I come from a quality printer. No smudging of ink or any little black lines. Which is, of course, the minimum standard in a well-phrased ultimatum.
Ha! Of course. Good quality paper, but I see a few marks.
The finest thick cardstock as befits my role as a harbinger of doom. A few marks, I'll grant you, but I was folded very carefully. But then, alas, unceremoniously crammed into a purse filled with whatever junk the youngsters feel a need to carry. Not to mention the clear imprint I endured from the metal ornament that was my companion in travel.
The Cross of St. James. Pandora and cigarettes, sure, but is still scratching at the armor of my think tank trying to get in.
Might I hazard a guess, Detective? Was there not a case back when you were young? The gutter press called it the rebar killer.
Ah, no, so there was. But that was a long time ago. That case is cold as a corpse. Or I thought it was. Many thanks, loquacious letter. I'll talk to my boss, Benny. See if something is getting reheated.
Of course, Detective. Remember that one should always put one's stock in the paperwork.
Now that's a truth. The SPD do love to fill their filing cabinets. I should rattle a few drawers too, see if any old bones fall out. That's quite a perfume you have there. Tangy, bitter, late nights and morning regrets.
Now listen, I had to endure degradations to bear my message, you know. Dragged through smoke-filled dens, spattered with malt beer. Ugh.
Huh, so Miss Verona picked you up in a bar then?
How dare you! Yeah, I mean, yes, I suppose so.
Well, thank you, mysterious missive. I gotta blow the dust off the rebar killer case and grill our girl about her favorite hangouts. Message received and understood. The rebar killer. I'd heard that name many, many years before. If I remembered it right, in our world, he was Santiago, a hunter of kindred. What did that have to do with Verona? The folks would have stashed Verona in interrogation. I wondered if Verona had remembered anything. I figured I should visit, since I did have questions for her.
Detective. You've caught him, right?
The law takes its sweet time, Miss Verona, but it makes the dessert all the sweeter. From the letter, I deduce you were in a bar last night, right?
Well, I did say I was out with the girls. Being honest, it's kind of a blur. But if you're gonna tell me I wrote the letter myself, I will not believe you.
Oh, I'm certain you couldn't do that, even sober. Some of these words are multisyllabic.
Well, exactly. But anyway, we had fun. We hit up a few places, the usual, you know. Oh God, I didn't text any of the girls to let them know I got home. And I'm out of charge. Now I know there's a killer, but I need to go.
I need you here, Miss Verona. You never know when a killer might strike, and here you are surrounded by professionals. Professional officers of the law, I mean, not professional killers. Though, of course, they are professionally trained to kill. And sometimes, yes, they do kill. Oh, never mind.
Well, all right, fine. At least you have Wi-Fi.
So I'm told. Plus, this frees me to focus on locating your tormentor and putting him safely behind bars. Strong, unbendable iron bars, which he is unlikely to be able to use in any kind of murder attempt.
What?
Never mind. Do you recall which dens of dissolution you visited? Bar chits, bills, outstanding tabs?
Why, Detective? Do I look like a girl who has to pay for her own drinks? Let me think. There were a couple of dives, but we were trying to get into the fancy places too. I guess we started off at the Glacier for cocktails, but I think we were gonna try and get into the Macomb later. We heard it's real exclusive. Like they don't even have a list. The bouncer knows you by sight.
Until later, Miss Verona. What's the word, Wilbur?
So good, baby.
Give me a moment. There's something about your neck I need to check out.
Let it suck. Suck like a little mother sucks.
Well, thank you. You won't miss it. Keep it real, Neil.
Lemonade, lemonade, buzz.
Well, look who crawled out of their pit. What happened to the alarm clock Smithy got you?
It was a mite overzealous. I traded it to a buddy for an Everly Brothers single and a 1978 World Almanac.
Of course you did. You need something?
What's spinning, Wheeler?
You need new material, buddy. Nothing much, though. Fender benders, drunks, and me catching up on my backlog.
Season 3 of High School Detective?
Yeah. Just got to where Tammy has a run-in with the study buddies. Hell of a plot twist.
Any hot precinct gossip?
Your boss is in a good mood.
That is news. Any idea what's ringing Benny's bell?
Who can say? Maybe a kitten died or an orphanage burned down.
Where do we keep the cold cases? I'm looking for something that's probably in the deep freeze.
What's on your mind?
You ever heard of the rebar killer?
Huh. Yeah, right. My grandpappy talked about that one. He was on the force back in the day. Mob hits, something like that. They'll still be in the file room, though, just buried deep. Take a ball of string, you're liable to get lost in there.
Oh, don't worry. Me and the records department have an understanding. Stay safe, George.
Don't freeze.
Seattle.
Cold night.
I went down to the Dutchman for a word.
I decided to visit a few places Verona might have stumbled out of.
Seattle PD, full of drunks, bums, and deadbeats.